So hi students, in this class we discuss about few of the NURBS modeling techniques. So let's start with this. So last class we discussed about curves like EP curve and what we could do with the EP curve tool and such things. So similarly, when you let me go to my top view here, or I choose my side view. I think that's best. So in my side view, last class we discussed about EP curve, CP curve, such options, and there are also other options inside the curves menu. So you can try using those things. Like if there are two curves, you can attach them, then you can detach them. So there are such options that would benefit you in drawing shapes. For example, this is one curve. I hit enter, I press Y to take my tool again. So this is another curve. So now there are two curves here. So let me select the first curve and second, and let me go to my curves menu. There you could find attach option box. You can connect them, and after connect, if you want to keep the originals, you can keep, or if you don't want the originals, then the same curve will be connected. So connect, and I want them to be blended, which means it will be connected in a smoother way. So that now looks at that. Now this is a single curve, but why still I'm unable to move this part is because history is there. So go to my shelf and delete the history. Yeah, so that would work. So similarly, if I want to detach this, I can right click this curve and I can choose my curve point. I click on this curve point, then I go to my curve menu. There I have detach. Now look at that, the point where you click, that will be detached. So yeah, so this is a good option. And look at that, but the center point is not there. So hit center point, then G again. Yeah, so this is the way you could do that. And there are many such things like move seam, open, close, like that. So if I'm taking my curve tool and I'm making a shape here, but now you could see that it is not a closed curve. So when I go to my curve menu, when I hit this open or close, it will close. You see that it's a closed curve now, so it will do that option for you. So once it's a closed curve, then you can create a planar or any such things. Hope you remember. Yeah, exactly. So these are such options that you could do. So we also discussed about how to edit the curves by selecting, right click, control vertex, then you can edit the curve and things. Yeah, so that would really help you. Let me delete that. So this time let me take you to my surface menu. So I think it's better, I prefer to go with my create menu, because shelves they keep on updating in every Maya. So I think under create NURBS primitives, so we have our sphere, cube, and all those things there. So let me go with any one shape. So this time I prefer to go with a plane. So let me hit this is a NURBS plane. You see that it's a NURBS plane which has too many sections. You can right click on the NURBS plane. There you can see control vertex. See that? So I just select and move. Oh, that's smoother. Yeah, so you can get a smooth surface, but I don't need these many sections here in the NURBS. So I go to the history. The sections are 25 by 25. I prefer rather go with 5 by 5. That would do most things to me. Then I disable the grid. Yeah, because I already have the shape here. Then let's enable the wireframe on shader. Great. So this is a good one. Press R and just scale them a little. I'm in the perspective view. So let's right click, go to the control vertex. Yeah, now you can see the shape there. It's perfect. Maybe I can go with press undo. Maybe on one side I go with 6. Yeah, that would do. So here I want, because I want one edge to be at the center and the other 3 left side 3 adjust on the right side 3 adjust. Yeah, so this would do. Press R, great. Then just right click. Now let me select everything. Hold your control key and select this. Yeah, now move this up. You guys could see that, right? Now hold the control key, deselect these things and move them up. Great. Now hold the control key. Yeah, you could see you could edit the shapes here like this. So that's how it works. So if you feel that if you want to change the direction of the surface, you can always go to your surfaces. There is your reverse direction. Now you can see on the outside is better. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so it's fine. Let me just scale them up. Great. So now I go to the side view of here. Great. So in the side view of mine, I just yeah. So now look at that. I select this two here. I press R. I scale them. W. I move them upwards, right. Then I deselect this. Then I select this. Scale them. Then I just move them. Okay, then these things I just move them here like that. Yeah, so fine. And look at the front, the top view. In the top view, I just want things to be like this. Okay, now deselect the center ones. Great. Now deselect these things. Great. Deselect things now. So great. So now you could see that as a boat shape there. So let's think it as a boat. Now in the side view, I'm just going to take my, maybe I can take my EP curve. So let me draw the shape there. So and I want to snap it on this curve, so I press and hold the V key, then I click. I think it's snapped. So this is the curve, and if you want to edit, you can edit that. So fine. Now I select this curve, then I go to surface and I hit planar. No, it says it's not a closed curve. Maybe I select this, then I go to curves menu and I hit where's the closed? Open or close. Yeah. Now you could see, as I have already given the surface, I got the surface now. So now I select this curve, then I select the surface again, then I delete it. And now we have only the curve here. Now select this curve again, then go to your surfaces, planar option box. If you want a polygon, you can go, but NURBS is okay for me, so I can hit it. Okay, it's all the same. Now I select this curve, delete it. Now I have only the planned trimmed surface here. So let me select this planned trimmed surface. Now right click. I have isopom. So look at that. When you click and drag, I can get some isopom. Do you see that? Yeah. Now go to your surface menu. You can find insert isopoms. Do you see sections? Yeah. Edges here are called as isopoms. Now I click. Then I click on the existing one and I move that. Then surfaces, insert isopom. That's good. Right click, isopom. I click on this here. Left click here and drag. Oh my god. Yeah. Worked. Then again surfaces. Or I can hold my shift key. Yeah, I can hold my shift key. Yeah. I go to surfaces, insert isoforms. Yeah. So now you could see there the sections are, we have added few more isoforms here and there to make the surface editable. So more the isoforms, the more the editing we could do there. So yeah, so here are the shapes. So yeah, look at that. So if you need something, you can just edit it here and there. Yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, you can edit that. So wait a minute, I don't know why it's not smoother. Let me find out why it's not smoother. Maybe, is it not cubic? It has to, it will be by default cubic. Okay. So here is that. Maybe let me go to my surface, planar option box, NURBS. Okay. So let me select this one, and let me delete my history. So my tools, my shelf, and delete the history. No, I don't want this selection to be like that. Maybe I double click my mode tool and reset. Okay, fine. So I think it's uneditable. Single pivot, great. Then let me add one cone, cylinder will do. A cylinder, great. And here in that cylinder, it's a hollow one. That will do the things. So let me scale it up, move it down, great. So it's like I just push on them here, sort of fit along with the the center of that object. Right. So like this. So I think I just move a little. Yeah. I think I move a little bit outside, so we won't get the feel there. Yeah. I have certain shapes. Now let me select them all and delete the center pivot. Maybe I can see if it is a mesh, we can go to your under mesh menu, you can combine them. Yeah, how to remember. So you can combine them and make it as a single object. Since it's a NURB surface, so all we can do is we can just group them, or you can convert them into polygon. So in this case, I just select it and go to my edit menu and Control G, edit group them. So select this group and center pivot, then delete history. That's it. Now let me select this object, and now this object has a history now, so everything is selected. So this is my board one. Okay, cool. Now let's create another plane here. Oh, that's too bad. Let me go to my plane option box. I don't want all the time to be such a big mesh. So let me go with 10 by 10. I hope that would do. No, I think I didn't hit the key, man. So plane is 10 and here it is 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the width I given. So this is the patches. 10 by 10 would do, and it's cubic, and I want to be more cubic. Which means I mean more smoother. If you give linear, it won't be a smoother. So let's scale it up. Is it a smoother one? You can select and check that. Yeah, it is a smoother one. So look at that. Okay, so let me select it, put it here. So what I can do here is let me scale it up a little. Now with that said, I go to my surface menu, and there I can find is there, yeah, sculpt geometry tool. So go to sculpt geometry. Great. So here you have the sculpt geometry tool. So the sculpt geometry says, it will say most of the things like you can see it here that yeah, you can see the operation here. It is pushing, and this is pulling, and here it's about erasing, and yeah, it's about leveling and smoothing options there, and this is erasing all the tasks you done. So that's about it. Okay, so let's do this. Now here the shortcut keys are press B and left click your mouse and just drag to increase the brush size. Press and hold the B key, left click your mouse and drag. Yeah, sure, that would do. I'm not holding control here, just, yeah, that would do. Press B, left click and drag. Yeah, it's not control key, just B, left click and drag. Yeah. So now I could able to push it, or and here you could see the displacement, how much more we want. So here when I click what you want to happen, that will happen. See, it's pulling is happening. Let me just hit push, hitting pushing, and if you can't see, the problem is the maximum displacement is lesser. Let me increase this. So now you can see, yeah, see that? Yeah, and remember this works because let me increase the brush size. It works because it has vertex. Only if your object has much vertex this work, unless it won't work. So your object should have vertices. If your object has a lesser number of vertices, then I'm sorry, it won't work. So this is happening all because of the vertices we have on the object. So in NURBS form we call it as control vertex. Yeah. So let me push that there, and let me take my pull. I can use the pull. Yeah. So that would do. Okay, and let me select the push again. Yeah. So that's what happens. I recommend you guys to practice with all the tools we have here. So the erase option, when I just click and do it, everything I did would be just came back to normal. Yeah. So but I pressed Z. I don't want that to happen now. So if you want to level, you can use this leveling options. So this is one plane. Great. So that worked. Now let me just press Control D. I move it down. Yeah, so I moved it down, and I don't want this to be like this. I want them to be straight. So I press R. I scale them. Ta-da! That's it. It's right. So we have these options here. Okay. Let me select this one. So now I can do is I select this object, first one. I right click, I go to isopom, I select this one. Oh, I'm sorry, isopom, I select this isopom. I hold my shift. I'm not selecting, just holding my shift. I right click on this second object. Sorry, I'm sorry. Just don't do anything, just right click on the second object, go to isopom. Yeah, now hold the shift and select this. I do it again. So the first thing is select this object, right click, isopom, select this last one, done. Now again on the second object, right click, isopom, now hold the shift key, click on this one. Yeah, now both the isopoms are selected. Now what I can do is I can go to my surface menu. There I have loft. So what would loft do? If you select two curves and when you hit loft, it will connect them. Yeah, so look at that, it's connected. You see that? Now it's a connected surface there. So it's a lofted surface. Let me go to my surface menu, reverse direction. Lofter surface, is it oh my god, it's a polygon, so I don't want polygon there. So let me go to my surface. I just undo. Yeah, now things look better. Now I go to my surface menu and loft option box. I don't want them to be polygon, so let's go with NURBS. Yeah, that would do. So now again, select, okay, shift, now go to surface menu, loft. So I think now the loft should be NURBS. Is it there still? Seriously? I think I did some mistake there. Surface, loft. Yeah, I think I did for something else. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. So select this again. Select this again. Then go to surfaces. Now loft. Is there anything wrong here? Loft option box. Edit. Reset settings. Okay. This time I select this one. Again I select this one and I get loft. Yeah, it's done there. Then now it's a loft surface. Now go to your surfaces, reverse direction, because I don't want polygon here. So again, let me select this one. Great. Right click, then I hold the shift key, I select this line. Then I go to my surfaces and there, loft option box. Yeah, loft. Good. Now again, right click and go to isopom, select this. Right click and go to isopom, then shift select this one. Now you could see both the isopoms are selected. Now hit loft, you could see done. So let's see here. Let me select this object. You can see a hole here, right? You can fill this. So this is like a boat, and this is like a sea. So it's like a boat on the sea. So what you can do is, yeah, right click, isopom, select this one, done. Right click, isopom, shift select this one, go to surfaces and loft. Yeah, it's done. Now you can see, yeah, it's like a ocean. But why? Sorry, it doesn't look like an ocean. Of course, I know it's not look like an ocean. So great. I would like to duplicate few more. Before that, let me select this one. Okay, and so what I can do is I can select this, and there were other options here, like what can I see that? Where can I get that option here? Like surface geometry tool, sculpt geometry tool, like yeah, no, that's like I'm sorry. Maybe I can select this objects. Then I right click and I go for assign new material. Then let me choose my Arnold shaders, and in the Arnold shaders I can choose AI standard surface. Yeah, AI standard surface, that would do. So in the AI standard surface presets, I prefer to go to clay, glass, gold. No, like I think clay would do. Yeah, clay may do. So I prefer the clay there. Maybe a clay. And for clay, I prefer replace all selected. So it's like a clay here. I don't want too much color there. Like maybe I want a color like a little like that. Yeah, not too much. Then here for this surface, all I can do is I can just go to my this one, the upper plane, then right click, assign new material. Under Arnold shader, we don't have a. Do we have a water shader? Let me check. Yeah, standard surface. Then presets. We have ceramic bubble balloon deep water. um, let's see how does that work. Yeah, that we have a deep water here, but let's see how does that work. Yeah, then after that, let me go to my Arnold. Then lights, I have a skydome light. Then yeah, then let me go to my render options. I prefer to go with yeah, so it's my Arnold render. And what's the file name you want? You can just give the file name here. So it's like I want the file name to be a boat or something, and I want the image format to be a PNG file sequence, and I want many frames to be rendered. So name hash dot extension. So then I want the name to be boats. How many frames I'm going to render? I want it to render at least 100 frames. So 100 is 3-digit number. So let's go with 3. Now you can see boat 001 starts with, and it ends with 100 frames. Yeah, start frame is 1, end frame is 100, and the camera which I would like to render is renderable camera, which is a perspective. Everything is fine. And what's the render size you wanted? So it's up to you. If you prefer a HT or like a full HD or whatsoever, you can type it. Okay, so I think 640 by 480 is okay for me now. And the resolution, the more the resolution, the more the quality. The recommended is 72, but I would recommend you guys to go with 300 so you can get a good output there. And everything's fine. Okay, so the next thing is where the file. The file will be saved in my modeling class under inside images. That's great. Close. And I would like to save the scene as boat. So oh my god, where is my project? So file, set project. It's on my F China modeling class. Yeah, I think modeling class it should be set. Now I would like to save my scene. So F China modeling class, and scenes. Here is my boat. Okay, my file is saved now. Let me check how the render is like. Let me check at the one frame whether this looks like a real render. No, because it's like a deep sea material we applied. So I don't think it will be a good one. So anyway, we can see that. If not, there are other ways that we can find out whether it is a good one or not. So let me just render this one. You could see there it is like a deep, yeah. So yes, it's fine. I think I just have to change the color of these one. Yeah, that would do mostly. So let it be. So let me select this one. Then right click, go to my material attributes. So look at the color there. Maybe I can change this color into something like a deep one, like that. I think that would do. Okay, that is doing its best. Okay, it's like a deep water there. Yeah. So here it is. It's working. And there is also some other material. For example, I would like to name this as C material. Okay. And there is also Maya has another material there. For example, you can just select this object, select this one, then right click and go to assign new material, and under Maya you can find ocean shader. You can click that. So once you hit the ocean shader will be applied here. But the problem is I don't know how much Arnold would support ocean shader, because ocean shader I think Arnold has to support, but since Arnold is not supporting it, yeah, so that's why I'm not recommended you. But then how can we see that? If it is the ocean shader, then I recommend you guys to use the normal render. If you go to let me go here. So instead of Arnold, if you prefer a Maya software render, then you can see the ocean shader. You see the ocean shader, yeah? So this is the ocean shader, but it won't render in your Arnold. So that's why I just recommended you guys to go with that. So let me select this again, right click, assign existing material, which is already there, C. So now it's just working here. So maybe I can just select the group. I can just scale it a little bit to add some few more extra. And I want the pivot point to be at the bottom. So press D, V, and middle click here. Yeah, it's done. Oh, I'm sorry. Press D and move it here. Yeah. So now select the boat, press R and scale a little bit. Yeah, here. 1. Select this one, surfaces, reverse direction. Yeah. Now select the boat, Control D. So what I can get is a duplicated one. Press R and scale it down. It's like a smaller one here, or just there will be fine. So yeah, and let me select this boat too. I press my Control D. I can just select and position it here. I press F. Yeah, that would do, man. So look at that. So this is how it looks like now. So maybe let me save the scene and let me select this one. Right click, assign new material. Let me go with Arnold standard surface, and the color will be, is there a preset? Let me go with any fabric or anything. Do we have a fabric or cloth, skin, thin plastic, wax? Yep, rubber would do, but plastic would be fine. I actually need a cloth kind of material, but anyway, I prefer to go with the plastic, and I'll replace 90% of that with plastic. And yeah, so this color can be like a blue or anything. Yeah, make like this. And let me select this one, right click, assign new material, then Arnold AI standard surface, then presets like plastic, and replace 90% and let the color be the same. And here select this one, right click, assign new material, then Arnold AI standard surface, then presets, plastic, replace 90% and let the color be yellow kind of. Yeah. Yeah, that would do. A mild yellow. Right. And I think here also I can go to material attributes. I can switch the color from blue into maybe like yeah, like a small level of green. Yeah. So that would be fine. And here for the base, I select this 3. Then I just right click. I go with my assign new material, and as usual Arnold, the AI standard surface, and I prefer the presets to be chrome. No chrome. So not plastic. Actually, it should be made of wood and without painted. So I think I can go with the yeah, maybe ceramic would work, but is there anything else other than ceramic? I was just looking into the plastic, water, copper, brushed metal, Yeah, I think I go with glass, gold, honey. Yeah, brushed metal will be fine. Let me go to brushed metal and let the color be white with maybe a little chivalry should be fine, isn't it? So yeah, that would do. Maybe you can try some things for that. So with everything dead, I just save my scene. Let me do this render in my under my Arnold render view. Let me just play and see how does it looks like. Okay, so here we have the textures, and look at the board is not still on the ground. That's too bad. The board. Okay, let the board go inside a little. Yeah, that would do. So now it's like this boats. Let them go a little inside. Okay, a little inside would be fine. So here you see that. Yeah, it worked. So the plan is like I said, I want to render this for 100 frames. So if I have to render this for 100 frames, then I have to oh my god, look at that, my menus are gone. Oh my god, that's too bad. Maybe I can just right click here, or left click and hold. Oh man, did nothing work here? Okay, maybe I will just hit control spacebar for maximizing my viewport. I come back. Okay, still nothing works. So let me go here to my Maya preference window. My timeline is not. Maybe I might have disabled it. Maybe so I can press hold my space bar. I right click here, and where is my status attributes time slider? Yeah. Now select this, right click and hold, then my range slider. Yeah. So here is my range slider and time slider, which I have disabled it. So great. Now all I need is let me select this bottom one. I press F. Okay. So go to Arnold render view. So this is how the render view will be, and if you prefer to go with some other layout, you can go with. So in your viewport there you can see that there is a renderer. View. In your view, under the view menu, you can see camera settings. There you can see no gate, a resolution gate and a film gate. It's totally what says resolution is set. According to that, it will show you a film gate. Once I hit the film gate, it shows that this is your render size. So here you can see that this is your render size. That's what the film gate shows. So yeah, look at that, the same. So it will tell you exactly how the render will be. So this would help you when you're trying to do that. So maybe I can just press them a little more, bring them a little more closer. Maybe a little more would be fine. Yeah. A little more would be fine. Yeah. So that's how it works. Okay, look at that. Okay, so one more thing is like, what if by accidentally whatever I did here would move? What if accidentally I move my camera like that? Oh, that's an accident. If that's the case, press the open bracket here. It will bring back you to the original position, what you did in the previous. Okay, yeah, that would do. And another one is, I recommend you guys to go with the bookmark. So go with your view. Here is my bookmarks and edit bookmark. I would like to save here as my render name. It's a render view. So once it's a description you get, render from this. And I would like to add to shelf. Yeah, you got it here. Then I would like to apply and close. It's done now. So even now if I accidentally do anything here, I can just click this button. Yeah, it's good. Or I can just go to my view menu. There you can see bookmarks, render view. Yeah, so anything is fine. I think the shelf would be a good option, my shelf. So let me save the same here. So you have to set everything proper, so even if something happens, you can, even if someone just do this or something like that, you can just click this and come back to the previous state. So that's how it works. Yeah, so now as I said everything, now this is the NURBS plane, this is the base plane I have to select that. I named it base plane. So the reason why I saved this base plane is because now I go to my animation menu, and before that I would like to check whether I am in 100 frames. No, I have to set my 100 frames. I don't want 200, I need only 100 frames. Now see, 100 frames, we are in 100 frames, frame 1 to 100. Then now I go to my animation menu. Look at that, I am in animation. So under animation we have visualize. Under that we have create turntable. Let me click that. So number of frames is 24. Number of frames is 24. Edit. Let me go with clockwise. The point is, once I hit the number of frames to be 24, then it would go according to that. Let me hit the number of frames to be 100. I think turntable. I think it's done now. Let me just click and play. See that, right? Yeah. See. Yep, it's rotating. Yeah, but the point here is, the problem here might be like this plane here we have, which the other side of the plane is not a proper one to that. The other side of the plane, you would get that image here like this. Arnold, are you awake? You better sleep. I take you back again. Okay, I think it's proper then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's fine. That will do. Let me stop this here. So I think everything works better. Now my entire image sequence will be like this. So maybe I can start my render. Everything is set. Let me go to my render settings again. Let me check. The name is boat 001. It comes under modeling, class, images, and 1 to 100. The location is here set, 100 frames, and I don't need. Yeah, there is two cameras: render camera, perspective, and turntable camera. We need turntable, so I delete my render camera. We need only turntable now, because the turntable camera is the camera through which we are looking like that. You see that? Yeah, so turntable camera is what we need. So that will do. So I'm going to delete. I'm sorry, I'm going to close that window, and I set this to turntable camera. Did I do anything wrong here? Let me just go back. Turntable camera 640 by 480. 1 to 100 frames. Everything is set. 72. Okay, and once it's done, let me go to my. Of course, you can also take the output as output into video formats, but I don't recommend that. Go with the higher resolutions. Like, I highly recommend you guys to go with the TIFF format. The size would be higher, but the file would be better. The higher the image size, everything would be better. You can go with that. Or this time, because of my I don't have a space, I go with JPEG. I highly recommend you guys to choose EXR or TIFF format. TIFF is really good. EXR is better if you would like to export your file with multiple passes, like beauty pass and ambient occlusion pass, specular pass, and if you're going to compose them all, then EXR would be a better choice, unless you go with TIFF. Okay, so here I choose JPEG because I don't have good memory space to hold. Of course, TIFF and EXR would take too much of your memory, because since the higher the quality, the higher the image size will be, which I'm unable to hold in my hard disk now. So I prefer to go with JPEG, so don't forget that. That's the reason why I go with JPEG here. So both, and I just hit close, and everything is saved. Now I go to my render menu. Great, here is my render, and render using my Arnold render. Great. So now let's render sequence option box. Yeah, the render camera is not perspective, it's turntable. It's already given, everything is given already, so just render sequence. Let's see whether the rendering is going on at the background or not. So once you enable that, then all your rendering would be done. You can see all your render images in your window. So maybe I can go to my modeling class. Get to my China modeling. These are my modeling class files. Yeah, and where is my images? So there you can see, you can get your images. It uses turntable camera. Oh, great. So where are my images there? Yeah, here is my boat 1 PNG file. Okay, let me go to my view words icons and see where my files are getting saved. So once it's done, I just ask you guys to go properly render everything. I mean, check whether everything is saved properly. See, it's rendering the images there. Modeling class, images. Yeah, because as of now only 4 frames are rendered. So once it's done, just take this, all the rendered images into Premiere or After Effects, then just add them all into and make them a single video. I hope you guys understand. And your assignment for this weekend is this. So this is your assignment. You have to render this and submit as a video file. So that will be your assignment for this week. You should submit as a video, not an image file. I need an video file. You see that? Yeah, so I need a video like that. A full turntable for 100 frames. I want you guys to submit for the assignment. So I hope you guys understood this. So do that render, and if you would like to stop that, you can always hit escape key. Escape key would stop your render process, and look at that, sequence rendering is aborted. Now it won't render anymore. Okay, so that's the way it works. So I hope you guys understood. Please make a video, render the sequence, take it to Premiere or After Effects, make them as a video and submit the file of MP4 file format, which the video size should not exceed more than 5 MB. Yeah, hope you guys listened and learned many things in this term for the modeling class. So I hope you guys will work in many other projects and execute some good outputs in the classrooms.